Hey, what's up, YouTube? Not too much going on today. Took two trades. Only one was really my type of trade, even though it was kind of slow. Maybe a little bit of FOMO just after yesterday. Was like really hoping things would kind of keep going, but we did have the big gap down on the SPY today, as you can see here. So wasn't expecting too much, but obviously after yesterday, I was kind of hoping that we might get a little something. But XXII, this was the one that kind of looked like something we would trade. You can see the previous high from yesterday down here at 173. Now we get a nice move up towards $2 on this one candle here. Was kind of watching it, was hoping for through two. It kind of rejected there a couple times. So we actually went ahead and started this with 200 shares at 190. Was that 2 and 199? So I guess when we hit it, it must have jumped down a penny because I thought we got it at all at 2. But so it was 199.5, I guess. And it tried to come down. Was looking for obviously much more, like 180 area, at least 190. Didn't get either of that. And yeah, it started to go back to the highs, so we took it off. That was a small little loss. As you can see, it did try to go higher, then it came back down, and then ultimately ended up going up. This move was pretty grindy the entire way up, so wasn't really interested. I was kind of interested here, but this was not my move. It was just too slow. And but you could clearly tell it was kind of running into a wall here at 232, 233. And little did we know it was going to dump all the way back down there to 2. So pretty nice move, and it did happen all at once. It was pretty cool to watch. Just sad that we didn't get a little bit more out of it before it did that, because we might have got in. But yeah, is what it is. NVAX, the one that actually made us a little bit of money today. This thing, I started watching this here at 44.50. And it just never went fast. And you can see why I was looking at it. Yesterday's high right here started to extend itself away from that area. And you could tell it started to kind of run into some issues here. So thought about getting in here. It was too slow. It ends up consolidating and going higher. And then it literally didn't make a red candle for, what is this, like 20 minutes? And so basically I had said, wow, this thing's still really extended. Still hasn't had an actual pullback. Even down here when it started the move, this wasn't really a pullback. It was more of consolidation. Consolidation still went higher. So I'm looking for that big move, right? We see these all the time where they just keep going. They keep grinding the shorts until they finally decide to roll over. It's like whoever's kind of helping it along the way, is finally done with it. You finally get that rollover. So we tried it once, and I basically was playing the first pullback candle to break its low. Which happened to also be a whole dollar. So it was 46.01. And as this one started coming down, we hit it looking for it to break that 46. It didn't right away. It tried to pop back up, went to 46.20, but then ultimately did break down to 81. Started to come right back up. So we actually took it off at 98 because our average was, what was our average? 06. There was a little bit of a spread. So when I saw the bid drop to 46, that's when we hit it. Must have filled us kind of in between the spread, and that was how we got a little bit above where we had said we were going to get in. But it fell down to 81. The SPY was ripping back up. It looked like NVAX was trying to follow the SPY pretty much all morning anyway, and so we took it off, assuming this was going to go back to the highs. It did try a little bit. It went through 46, kind of messed around, but then I realized the SPY kept going higher, and this thing just kept struggling. So the first sign that I saw it was going to try to go back lower again, we jumped back in at a lower average, just looking for it to finally fall over, right? The SPY was kind of ripping at this point, and this wasn't. So I was like, well, if it can't even get back up to the highs, obviously it's a little weak right now. Maybe we'll get to see an actual pullback. So the first thing I was looking for was this 44.68 area, which I probably could have waited to take off some of the shares to begin with, but it was just going really slow, and this isn't my main trade. I'm used to things happening kind of fast. So as this was happening slow, it just kind of happened. And sorry, I'm just going to check this ADN real quick. It's off the bottom. We don't have shares. So as it came down here, we took another partial, but I really, really wanted this 43.50 area, right? If we scroll out, that was the previous resistance line that I was looking for. So we basically ended up with complete leftover shares, and I started trailing this. I actually trailed it with from my break even. So I had like 70 or 80 cents trail here. Tried to go a little bit lower, and then eventually went up and took us out, right? Ended up being the top for a little bit, but as you can see, that ended up playing as the pivotal support level, right? VWAP started to catch up. It was that previous high, came down, touched it, and it touched it a bunch of times after it tried to go higher. Came back down, same area, and it's been kind of chugging ever since. So not a lot, but hey, I can't really complain when there was not really a single setup that I liked, that I loved, I should say. XXII, I liked it. Wasn't the best setup, but small paper cut there. And then NVAX making some money on a backside play, which is the one that I've been paying attention to for a really long time now. You guys have seen me kind of messing around with it, just paying attention to it, all that good stuff. And it worked out. So we made a little bit of money off that, and looking forward to tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Sorry that you guys can hear that. I forgot to hit the button, but it is what it is. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. You can find me in Discord. You can find me over on Twitter. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.